Hey guys, I'm Nathan from Arms and Armor. Today I want to show you a training rapier that I just finished, and we'll look at all the details. Stay tuned. So this is our standard training rapier, and the hilt that's on it is 2 rings on the outside, right? A big ring and a small ring, and a triple sweep on the inside guard. With these quillins that are about 10 inches from point to point. This hilt is the same hilt that we put on our side sword trainer. It's just a different blade. This hilt, if you look at AVB Norman's typology of the rapier, this is probably a type 43 hilt, which would have become common beginning in around 1550 through, probably the early 17th century, 1625. They would have still been around, depending on where you were, right? These things weren't the same across Europe everywhere. Instead, they developed and progressed in certain places more than others. Right? You can see the symmetry on this. The pommel has flattened front and back and rounded sides. Otherwise, it's kind of a classic quasi-urn shape with peening block up here. You can see the peen here. The blade on this one is what we call our nail blade, right? So it's flattened on the end. We also offer it with a nailless nail blade, which we made up just to be super confusing. It's this same blade just with a blunted point instead of with, right, the flattened nail. So these blades, of course we make everything by hand, in-house. These blades start out with a diamond section and then transfer into a rectangular section at the end so that we can get sufficient flex out there, right? So a diamond section is really rigid, and we keep that diamond section in the fort of the blade, in the strong of the blade. And then you can see here, it's a little hard in this light, that the diamond section transitions down to a flat section. And we do this so that the handling dynamics of a training rapier are similar as can be to a sharp without killing your friend. Right? So we try and keep it stiff in the ricasso so you can actually gain a bind, right? You can gain an upper position on your opponent who might have a sword that's floppier throughout or that doesn't have enough meat in the blade. This particular blade is 38 inches from the ricasso, and the whole thing weighs 2¼ pounds, which is right in the weight range that you want a rapier to be. You can see it's nice, stable, it points really well. Right? The physics on it are totally correct. This kind of a little bit earlier hilt, right, is really very symmetrical, right? So the first ring and the second ring, right, mimic and match each other. If we turn the piece, you can see the symmetry and design of it. Now, our training pieces, we make just like our non-training pieces, which means that we finish all the welds, we finish the inside and the outside of the rapier. The thing that makes this less expensive than our sharp rapiers is that it's a less complex hilt, right? You can get any of our rapier hilts on a training blade, and it'll be the same price as the sharp sword, more or less. But this one, we designed it, it's a historical type, but we designed it so it would be a little less work to make, so it was a bit more affordable. That said, this is not a disposable sword, right? This is a nice training rapier that you're gonna have and use for the rest of your life if you take care of it. If something breaks on it, send it back to us. We can refurbish it and fix it. We will charge you for that because it's part of having a sword, right? It takes maintenance, but these are designed to be something that you have and use for a long time instead of something that is disposable. Ooh, look at that, pretty. So check it out. Got some links below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.